How much did Roman aqueducts truly cost? Imagine building a structure that stretches 4 dozens of miles, carries millions of gallons of water daily, and still stands after more than 2,000 years. How much would that really cost? Roman aqueducts were huge projects that needed a lot of money and planning. The cost varied a lot depending on how long the aqueduct was, what kind of terrain it crossed, and what materials were used. On average, building 1 kilometer of aqueduct could cost between 1 million and 3 million sesterces. To put that in perspective, the entire Aqua Claudia aqueduct, one of Rome's most famous, is said to have cost about 350,000 sesterces. But that might only be part of the total expense. The main costs came from materials like stone, brick, Roman concrete, and lead pipes. Roman concrete was a mix of lime, volcanic ash, and water, which made it both strong and cheaper than stone or brick. The choice of materials made a big difference in the total cost. Stone and brick were more expensive, especially if they had to be transported over long distances. Terrain was another big factor. If the aqueduct had to cross mountains or deep valleys, engineers built bridges, tunnels, and high arches. These structures added to the cost because they needed more materials and skilled labor. Sometimes, engineers had to reroute the aqueduct to avoid difficult land, which meant buying more land and extending the project. Land costs could add up quickly, especially if landowners resisted or if the route needed to be changed. Labor was also a major expense. Thousands of workers, including masons, engineers, and laborers, worked on these projects. They built everything from the foundations to the towering arches. The Roman government paid for their work, and the wages added to the total price. Maintenance was another ongoing cost. Even after construction, the aqueducts needed regular repairs, cleaning, and reinforcement. Records show that some repairs cost hundreds of thousands of sesterces over the years. Despite these high costs, the benefits were seen as worth it. Aqueducts supplied clean water to cities, supporting baths, fountains, homes, and sanitation. They symbolized Roman engineering skill and the empire's wealth. The investment in aqueducts helped keep cities healthy and thriving, and they showed off Rome's ability to undertake massive infrastructure projects. So, in the end, Roman aqueducts cost millions of sesterces, but they were considered a vital part of Roman life and power. Their price reflected the scale of Roman engineering and the importance of water in sustaining a great civilization.